speaking of dunks, there's a guy who some people, just last year and a half ago, were saying, man, can't wait to see him in. And we're not talking about Ja.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Ja right now. I'm talking about Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
Are we ever gonna see the guy take the court again? What's going on?
You gotta believe that he's gonna come back eventually, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. The dude doesn't seem like he's taking care of his body at all. These injuries don't even seem like they're that bad, but they're just piling on top of each other, and he's never recovering from them. It's like if he's having this much trouble in his low 20s, when he's 30, he's gonna get hurt every game. Like it's not a good look. Like he might just be getting unlucky. It might be a weight thing, so he could lose the weight, not have any freak injuries. But I don't know. I don't see it in his personality to put in the work like LeBron has his whole career to avoid injuries. Some guys are just destined for a career of injuries because they don't put in the work. He's like James Harden or AD, who gets hurt every single year and misses a large portion of the season. So that's kind of what I see from
with him. When you say like put in the work and all that stuff, I mean, do you think he's just kind of injury prone? I mean, in a sense of like the guy coming into the league was weighing close to 300 pounds. He was like the second heaviest player, but yet he also had like the highest vertical jump.
Yeah.
That to me is absolutely insane. That is it not just a weight? Is it he's almost too athletic for his own good?
Oh, I think so. It's kind of like what we're seeing with Blake Griffin right now. When he was young, he was jumping out of the stadium. Now the dude can barely dunk. It's like the human body isn't built to take 300 pounds of impact from a 3-foot jump. It's like you can't do that over and over in your mid-20s anymore. Maybe when he was in college for a couple of years, sure, but his body can't take that. So if he can't transform his game a little bit, it's going to be a long career of injuries.
I feel there's only two ways he can kind of go. You have the Greg Oden path,
the
Joel Embiid path.
That's true.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think he's going to go Joel Embiid. Like he's already played very good in the games that he has played. He's putting up numbers close to LeBron. Like he's averaging 26 and 7, shooting 60%. So he's a very good player when he plays. I think he'll get healthy eventually, but I don't think he's going to be as healthy as LeBron or even Embiid right now. I think he's going to have a career riddled with injuries, but when he plays, he's going to be very good, much better than Greg Oden.
Bro, it's kind of crazy how good he actually is.
Yeah.
A guy that here's what's crazy too is throughout high school and into college, he didn't really get injured. He got injured at the end of his Duke season because he slipped out of his own shoe.
Yeah.
But other than that, he never got injured. So it is kind of crazy that now he is. But looking at his numbers, what do you do if you're the Pelicans? Let's say a team comes to you with a trade package that Zion at his best. Do you like he's great, right? But let's say a trade package comes and it's less than what he is at his great, but do you still accept something like that because you never know when he's going to go on the court, or do you just keep him the way he is? Like what do you do?
I think you got to take him unless they have different information, like they've seen that he has no work ethic or whatever. I think you got to keep him. He has so much potential. He could be the next big thing if he's healthy. So I know. He could win them championships if he can play a full season, averaging 26 points on 60% shooting. Like they have some weapons around him now, in Ingram and McCollum. That could be a dangerous team, but
no, it really could. And we need somebody to kind of take over the league. You know, over this weekend they were kind of talking about LeBron, and and it's getting close to. Obviously, he only has a few years left. And he could play a lot longer, I personally think, but I don't think he will. But there has to be a face of the league. And right now, I don't know if we fully have, a face. Do we have a lot of good players? Absolutely. Giannis is great. But nobody has that thing that Jordan brought, Kobe brought.
There's
LeBron.
no, like, the next goat.
And so Zion could be that. But, some